Yorkshire Terriers are the ultimate companion dog and have way more charisma than they know what to do with. The streets of Britain are full of them in baskets of shop mobility scooters, which must be for a good reason. But if you're thinking of getting one, or if you already have one in your home, there are some things that you definitely need to know about first. So here's why you might want to think twice before you get a Yorkie, including our guide on how to help kids handle them. Because of their history in the minds of Yorkshire, Yorkies are incredibly brave given their small size. This can be a benefit if you need a dog to alert you to strangers, and I personally would rather have a confident dog than a timid one. But if you're looking for a little friend at home, then their assertiveness might start to be a problem. Don't be surprised if they start barking at everyone that comes to your house. It's their castle and it's being invaded. Postmen, cats, clouds, anything can set these guys off. Now, there are things that we can do to help stop these behaviours, and that involves doing some very basic training with them, ideally from a young age, but it is never too late to start. We'll give you some tips later in the video, but this brings me to the next point: their intelligence. Yorkies are clever little buggers, which is great for training, but means that if they aren't given a job to do or something to tire their little brains out, they will find ways to entertain themselves. Leave a bored Yorkie to itself and you can expect everything you own to have teeth marks and for your sofa to be thoroughly ripped apart. You have to find ways of keeping these guys occupied and tired. Regular training sessions are a great way to do this, but so are things like snuffle mats and kongs. Anything that keeps them busy for a little while will bring down their energy levels and make them less likely to rewire your sound system. Grooming. While Yorkies certainly aren't the worst offenders when it comes to shedding hair and thankfully only have a single layer coat, they do need a daily brush to stop them looking like a dirty mop on legs. A lot of owners like to keep their Yorkies' hair short, something known as the puppy cut, which makes them easy to deal with. But if you don't get them groomed regularly, a Yorkie's hair can easily reach the floor, which just needs even more maintenance. Getting them used to being brushed and washed at home can really help, as it doesn't take long and it's a really great bonding experience between you and your dog, especially if you wash them properly and without causing a fuss. We've got some videos on our channel covering how to give a dog a bath and to train a lot of the things that we've mentioned in this video, so don't forget to subscribe while you're there and don't miss any of our future training updates. Children. Yorkies aren't great around children. Kids can easily get any dog breed wound up, and Yorkies are no exception to this. Yorkies can get quite angry quite quickly, and this doesn't go well with a child that doesn't understand the dog's boundaries. A child might not know how to deal with a nipping and jumping or biting dog, so if you have a Yorkie around kids, here's a handy little guide for what they need to do if the dog starts nipping. First, give them a verbal warning of a ah, just to let them know that's not acceptable. If that doesn't work, try your best to ignore them or put them in a timeout. We need to remove our attention from the dog. That's what they want the most, so if we can remove ourselves and remove that attention, it's going to help them learn that that's not acceptable. Once the dog's there, give them a little bit of time to relax and de-stress and get rid of some of that tension that they've got built up, and then let them back in to join everybody again. It's about continually giving them chances and helping them to improve a little bit every time. Model the behaviour that you want from your dog. If you're running around with your arms flailing everywhere and screaming, that will just ramp the dog up. But if you stay calm, stand up straight and be an inspiration for your dog, they will soon love and respect you. Not the best for first-time owners. Now, if you're a first-time dog owner, you might be thinking that a Yorkie will be an easy first dog, as they're only small, so how much trouble could they really get into, so they won't need much in the way of training. But this is one of the most common misconceptions with Yorkies. If you don't lead and inspire them, if you don't train them, and if you don't engage them, they will be an utter pain in the arse, I promise you. But even if you can just put a small amount of work into them each day and be clear with your boundaries, they really can be amazing little dogs. If you're a first-time owner who has a plan in place and wants the challenge of learning and growing with them, Yorkies could actually be the right dog for you. Boundary training and door manners will do wonders for stopping them barking at the door, and a good sit-stay break will help any dog in any situation. We haven't produced this list to try and put you off having a Yorkie though, it's actually far from it. We really believe on this channel in trying to give you a full, well-rounded view of what it's like to own any dog, and part of that involves highlighting the negatives. Now, if you've made it this far into the video, well done and thank you very much. But it also means that you actually care about your dog and you're doing the right research. This already puts you above 90% of other dog owners out there. So go, get yourself a Yorkie, get a good training plan in place, maybe subscribe to our channel so that you can stay up to date with all of our training videos. But until next time, please look after yourselves and more importantly, look after your dog.